So if you have seen my video earlier today, I went to the gym this morning. After a very long time, I was able to go in the morning, so I was happy about that. So I made my morning mindfulness journal right outside the gym. And after I came home, I had my coffee and breakfast, and I had my coffee in this Christmas cup. It made me happy because I'm very much into Christmas. um, so I just wanted to still do a quick video, and this is the power of habit. And I was just thinking it to myself and about it by myself, and then I was like, oh, I will just capture it. See, I have been making these videos in the mornings for a long time, and even though I made the video, so when I sat down on the table, I felt like, I had to make this video, and that is the power of habit. When you do it for a long time, no matter what it is, it just becomes a thing. You miss it when you don't. So, okay, I just wanted to capture it and share that with you all. And that is also a trick to create a good habit, because the good habits are harder to form. Any habit, that is, if you're trying to learn something, or a lot of people try different things to get rid of bad habits. I don't know, it could be smoking or whatever that is. I don't smoke or anything, but it's just an example. And harder the thing is, or the habit that you're trying to get rid of, you have to keep practicing something that is in the opposite direction, but it have to do it longer. Meaning, I love to use metaphor for things. So I remember even at work when I used to give examples to my teams, or to the folks in the business, to explain something on the technology side. So I think a lot of people told me I connect the business, marketing, and sales with the technology side really well. I work on technology management. Anyway, so I use metaphors a lot. So the metaphor here is that if our mind was going in 50 miles an hour to the left, and the positive is that the positive habit creation to replace that is 50 miles an hour to the right. We can't just do it overnight. We just have to keep, even though our mind wants to go in that direction, we have to keep focusing on the mind to go in this direction. Over time, when you keep doing that, then it becomes a habit. And that's the power of habit. You just keep doing it. Some days you'll feel like doing it, some days you'll be excited, and some days you won't feel like doing it, and you have to push to keep doing it. And as you can probably see from my expression or how I'm feeling about it, it's really amazing that how over time the power of habit takes over, even if it's a good habit, which is what we all try to instill in us. And not only that, after I got home, I exercised. I was looking for something creative, because they say when you exercise, the blood flows in your brain more, and then you become more creative. There are a lot of research around that. So I wanted to create another goal for myself, and I was so I go to Toastmasters. It's been about 10 years, and I enjoy public speaking. And of course, there are times when at work I have to give a big presentation or something. I'm pretty sure, not always I'd enjoy. There would be times when I would be a little afraid, but then it's the public speaking is like that. If people wouldn't know if you are not showing the anxiety or something, or the worry outside. And a lot of time it just stays in. People are good at hiding the fear when they do public speaking, and sometimes I really genuinely enjoy. So anyway, I was texting with my mentor this morning, and she is so amazing. She's absolutely amazing. I was telling her that I wanted to set a goal for myself to do a TED Talk at some point. And I know the TED Talks preparation take a long time, but then I wanted to take short-term actions, like, like slowly take shorter um, action towards it that will get me there eventually. Sort of like, how I set myself for the half a marathon by next year. And I think my personality is that I kind of like to push myself a little bit. I don't know, some people would say torture myself, but that's how I am. Because I think when you eventually meet those big goals, and big goals are what we define in our mind as big. What we define in our mind is just small and medium and big. All of this in our mind. The limits that we set is in our mind. Like they would talk about women having a glass ceiling. Who has seen the glass ceiling? There is no glass ceiling. There is no iron ceiling. There is no ceiling. It's in our mind. So anyway, because we see that in our mind and we think about shattering the glass ceiling. So if you think there is no ceiling, you just keep going. But anyway, I'm glad that I was able to go to the gym this morning. That helped me to feel more excited. A couple of my friends, I have been talking to them in the last many weeks or months, and I would talk about that I want to get up in the morning to go to the gym, and today finally I was able to, so I feel a little bit of accomplishment. And life is like that, the little things that we can make a progress on, we got to celebrate this. So we got to celebrate this. So to me, it was, so I had coffee, and my breakfast today was yogurt, and I have this energy squares. A lot of time these energy squares are like, you might have heard energy balls. They're similar. I just cut them so they're like squares instead of making balls. It's easier. So a little energy square, and I put some sliced almonds, so it looked really, really good and appetizing. Like it looked wonderful. So I had that for breakfast, and then I sat here, and then I had to apply for jobs because some of you may have seen that I talked about interviews in the last several weeks. It was a couple of months. I was going through multiple rounds, and the interviews were really good. And this is very few times it happens where the interviews are really good and the job didn't work out. So that's life, and it's okay. So that was a little interesting, but that's life, and I think I'm strong enough to get back up and get going. So anyway, so I was thinking to apply for jobs, which I'll do, and then the TED Talk thing came to my mind because these are the things that the things that you find most fearful, which I used to, like 10 years ago, or even when I was in school, public speaking was really like a fearful thing to me. And if somebody told me 20 years ago that I'll be making these YouTube videos, even the journaling, doing online in public YouTube channel, I'll be like, are you crazy? So that's what happens in life. We do things that we think is never possible, and that's the beauty of life and excitement. So I want to set this goal, and I looked at a few TED Talks and how to do TED Talks, and then my mentor, she and her husband, they have done a TEDx talk, I think last year. So I told her that I want to know the process, how to do that, and so I'll be meeting with her about it next week. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But anyway, so I ended up making a second video this morning. Is I just wanted to share the power of habit. So anything that you set your mind to, you can do. You just have to keep doing it. Just give it a few months, and then it will become a habit. Okay, bye.